What do you slide them with your index?
Yeah, so I'm just
middle index, or even the thumb. You can come over the top. And then what you do is you whack it, and as you whack it, your hand goes flat, and it kills it. I'm really sorry about the New England Patriots also, by the way. It's like, it's curable. It's a disease, but it's curable.
Are you talking about the loss? Because I'm still not over it.
Wait, loss? I thought they always win. Now, so let's just discuss the guitar for a minute, okay? Do you understand 1-4-5?
The chord progression that we
Exactly. Yeah. So no matter where you start in the blues and the country music and the folk music, we're almost always playing the 1-4-5. So if the first is a C, I can't remember this shit, but I can do it each time. C, then what comes after C? A, B, C, D, E. So the 4 is F, as in the tom finger, and then the 5 is G. So when you play 1-4-5, you play C, F, G, C, F, G. But I don't know what you're familiar with too much. But then you play in E. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and then B. E, 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 A, B, E, A, B. 1-4-5. And if you start in the G minor F 7th, third diminished, left hand, right, upper, middle, left, Staten Island, then you will find that the 4 is the ferry, and the 5 is the X17 bus, which is an express bus, which you take from Wall Street. It takes you right to fucking Staten Island, and that's all you need to know. That is guitar playing right the fuck there. There's nothing else you need to know. So now I'm going to go because I got to take care of my granddaughter. I'll see you guys later. When you play guitar music, you must remember that sensei will take fucking sword and whack you on your fucking head unless you practice every fucking day.
I'm not teaching second. Second line, like, we help each other out, like, you know. It's
flying into deepest, darkest Africa, and he hears over the. Now that what I'm playing is an E chord. I'm just playing I'm playing the low note, the third string, the 3rd fret, 6th string with my pinky, and I'm just. So the guy's flying into deepest, darkest Africa, and he hears over the roar of the jet engines drums. Thump, 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 thump. And he says to the guy sitting next to him, he says, "Great drums." He says, "Do they ever stop?" And the guy looks at him, he says, "Drums stop very bad." Whoa. So he gets into the airport. Now I'm just doing the thing where I pluck the 3rd, I'm playing the 3rd string and the 6th string. And I'm just hammering on, pinching, hammering on, playing the high string and then the low string. And he gets into the airport and he goes to the customs and he says, "Great drums." He says, "What happens when they stop?" And the guy looks at him, he says, "Drums stop very bad." He gets into the cab on the way to the fucking hotel, and the drums are starting to drive him up the fucking wall. He says to the cab driver, "What happens when the fucking drums stop?" The guy says, "Drums stop very bad." He gets into the hotel. He grabs the fucking hotel manager by the neck. He says, "What happens when the fucking drums stop?" The guy looks at him. He says, "Drums stop very bad. Bass solo." Now, let's do something else.
Okay.
Let's play an E chord. And let's rest our palm on the strings. So what we're trying to get is that sound. And all I'm doing is I'm not moving my hand at all. I'm moving my finger. I'm resting my palm on the strings, and I'm going. And we call it, I mean, there's another name for it, but I call it the Bo Diddley beat. So, bum ba bum ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum ba ba bum bum, down up down up up. I can't even figure out what I'm doing when I'm doing it. But so the first thing we're doing is we're getting that little sensation down. Dum 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 dum. Sean, you're moving your hand. I don't want you to move that. Thank you. And I'm just playing the low notes. I'm just playing the low strings. Now let's just go up and down. And then dun 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 dun. Now we know the E blues scale. High, second, open, third, hammer on. Da, 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 da.
We can't see your fretting hand. I can't see what you're.
Oh, shit!
There
Sorry.
we go.
I didn't know. Da, da, da. Open, second string open, third string beat. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 dun. Open high string.
Okay.
Second string, second fret. Second fret open. Second string open. Third string, second fret.
Second fret? Okay.
And then open. Now watch this. No, wait. Never mind. I give up. I quit. You bend the fucking pipe, you fucking pull the fucking wires through the fucking pipe. And then you got the fucking electric band blues. Well, I bent a pipe, motherfucker. And I pulled the wire through. Now you got television and electricity in your house because I pulled that wire through. I took my EMT bender and I bent that fucking pipe. Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I know I gotta go take care of my grandchildren today. So that's the blues scale again. So for the Bo Diddley thing, it goes. Yeah. I'm out of practice, but shut up. Well, you're actually touching on one of the points that makes me sort of start to have feelings of death and that the devil from Ohio State is entering my body and ruining my mind. You put your index finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string. You then stretch your ring finger to the 4th fret on the 3rd string, on the 4th string.
Right.
And then you... And then you got to stretch your fucking pinky out to the 6th fret. I can't do it. Or, by the way, for idiots like myself, if you come up here to the 7th fret and bar, so in other words, so playing it here is the easiest way.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can either just walk it down to the A, just go the same thing, or you can go back down here.
Okay. Because this week I was playing a lot with the, trying to work on some shuffles. And,
So, I mean, a real guitar player would do it like this. But I don't know how to play guitar, so that's my problem. When you allow the light that shines above your head to come into your brain and into your mind and flow to your fingers, suddenly the guitar playing becomes easy because there is no blockage. The light energy has filled you up, and it now makes your guitar playing ultra spiritual, and it just comes directly into you from the light above. It's nothing, it's no big deal. It's easy. For the record, my wife is a recovering New Englander. She could actually talk to people, but she still works like 18 hours a day. So she's a recovering New Englander. It's not easy. It's you know, it's like you never really get over it, but you can try to, you know, recover. A little picking. And I'm going back and forth on the high and the 2nd and on the 3rd and the 4th with the thumb. The thumb is on the 3rd and the 4th, and the index is playing the 2nd and the 1st alternating. It's just picking. And then you move it up to the 9th. Back to the 4th. 2nd. This is so educational. Another thing. So when we play that shape, the A7 shape, we can also play in the key of A. So that A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so this is an A, this is a D, and this is an E, and a D. So it's the same picking pattern. Well, I'm from Staten Island. I take the ferry to the real world. And I take the X-17 bus. It takes me to Staten Island from the real world, which is, then you go like this. New York City. Just so that you understand the picking and how to do the picking, what you do is you take your pinky and you just shove it right up into your nose, and then you pick the shit that's in there out, and then now you're an expert finger picker. You can do all sorts of like patterns with the finger. obviously. I gotta go, but like I said, I don't give a fuck. The thing is that Ohio State is the gate mouth of hell. And Woody Hayes is Satan. And that's why that's why I root for injuries when Ohio State plays Notre Dame. So first thing we're going to do today. So you're a beginning student, right?
But his name is he's playing for how long?
Only like a month or so.
Yeah, he's been playing a couple of months ago.
So let's start with this, right? Let's take our Tom finger, also known as the middle finger. No, not Tom Brady. That's Tom, my wife's PhD advisor. And let's start on the 12th fret on the low string, pluck it, and then slide down. And then what? And can you play an E chord, Seth?
Yeah.
So you pluck that, which is an E. It's the octave, which is like an olive. You take an olive, which is like an octave, and then you just slide down to the third string, and then play an E chord. Or you can do it with your thumb. This is an ultra spiritual inspired Instagram post. These are my new shoes, and in them I have correct soles. And what's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly, you did it all for me, and it's just, I'm so happy. This is going to be an ultra spiritual Instagram post because I have new shoes with correct soles in them. Oh.